When we pay, you grow up. I'm afraid of your lumps and the tales we are crumbling for. Wiped away with a gush, flowing seeds from your brush. Painter wild, revealing a door. In the waste of your blood on my lips when you cough, I will miss you and not know for what. And the questions I caught when you paid me up front. You grew up cause I painted a brush. When we pay, you go on to exclaim in the yard that the fire is taking us all. And we all sing along to the same fucking song as we table our guilt for the fun.
Said that I'll find you there. For once I was lost, but now I'm found. And I never loved you the way I loved my cat. But who could blame me for trying?
I can run into a wall and bump my head 1,000 times and never forget the sound of you in the morning, screaming, get up, get up, I need you up. And getting up is wasteful when the day is just a handful of food and spit falling out and pushing through and shoving down and writing down.
for me to feed you. Bumping against the walls somehow. Bumping against the walls, somehow living on. Thank you. Checking. We're here. Hello. I know it said there's another minute left before the stream starts. I'm going to play a little guitar. Welcome everyone to practice time. Welcome everyone to practice time. Welcome everyone to practice time. High five to Karma Stick. What's up? Manhattan Mike and John. John is here. My dog just woke up. I have to let him go pee outside. Hello, everybody who's here, who's not in the chat. My dog's pissing outside like a good boy now, just so y'all know he's comfortable. He woke up, and he's gotta go to the bathroom. And he's doing it. He's achieving the wonderful dream. Ooh, welcome to practice time. XO, welcome to practice time. Yeah. We gotta get warmed up. Put your hands in the air like this, and this, and this, and that, and that, and that. And touch your nose, and touch your hair, and touch your nose, and touch your ear. Oh yeah, now we're warmed up. Welcome to I Am Theo. I like your creativity too. Everybody, welcome to the practice time stream. Wiggle that note. Welcome to Mango Knot. Finally catching us live. Welcome. I'm gonna just play a little guitar for a minute, warming up. Good morning to my doggy, Hinani. Hello. Good morning. He's wet from the rain. Good boy, he's cool. He's over there. Hi. John learned a lot about vibrato last stream. Let's do some review. First, held note Next, held and then one wiggle. Hold, wiggle, hold, wiggle, hold, wiggle, hold, wiggle. Next, wiggle right away. It's like I have something to say. Listen to me. Next, we'll do hold, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah. Now that's the best thing that's ever happened to anyone. Another fun thing, this is a guitar thing, but not a wiggle thing, is you play going up, then you play going down, while holding the upmost note. So here's the top note, and while I'm holding that, I'm going to go down in some other way. So it's cool. That's a nice one. Up on the high E string, then down on the low E string. Chromatic too, like that's nice. Just move that index around. Let's do that for a while. Welcome to the practice time stream. We are gonna practice some fun things today, including learning a sweetie cutie and arranging it to sing, because I wanna play some of my sweetie cuties live. If you don't know what that is, they're short pieces that I use Vocaloid for the vocals, so I don't sing them ever. It's getting cold in here, so I'm gonna go and close the door now that my doggy has peed. Be right back. I love fathering my dog. So my dog woke up, and guess what he had to do? He had to pee, and he went outside, and he did it, and then the door was still open and it's cold. All right, so yeah, how do you do Vocaloid live? So what even is Vocaloid? So I have a series. Many of you know about this, but in case anyone doesn't, I have a series of little short 1-minute plays called Sweetie Cuties that feature little animals, and they're little animals and critters that sing about all kinds of nice stuff, from baking bodies to hiding anger, etc. I have this one here.
I was young at the start, and they liked my song.
You know it.
The kids saw themselves reflected in me.
That's the truth.
We all grew apart, and the songs got lost.
That's too bad. And this is a Vocaloid singing this. It's like a MIDI instrument that does vocals. My folks worried that I had grown too old. The things I once heard made me so stubborn.
So I really liked that song, and I went and learned, and I like made it longer and learned how to play it, and played it on piano. And this is the video of that.
I was young at the start, and they liked my songs.
And so I want to do that more, where I take these Sweetie Cutie songs and learn to play them live. And so part of it, since it's practice time, I want to practice the process of turning one of these into a live performance, which involves some interesting questions. Like, first of all, how do I make this sound good in my voice? Second of all, how do I make it sound good with just guitar and voice when these arrangements are always very full and very big? And so what I'm going to start with is just finding one that I feel like I could sing at all. Oh, interesting what's happening to the screen now. Heh. That's funny. Hi. Hello. Well, that's life. Let's go down and find another one.
I was young.
Okay, so some of these are going to be like duets that I could sing with Jessica. Let's see if I can find one that is a good one to sing solo. So let's see. I'm looking for one that's just like an individual singer. How about Oink is Good is so nice. This is a duet, but it would be really fun to play this, and maybe I could be different characters in it.
Funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes. One big pig is such a big cow. He's been makes me laugh so hard. Oink is good. It's a word that gets laughed every single time I hear piggy oink. It makes me chuckle to myself and I love your laugh. It makes me want to live. I wish I was trying to make you smile. You are so nice to me. I want you to be.
Okay, so first of all, there's some interesting chords, but there is mostly we're in C. So it's like a funny pig. So that's like an E minor. Let's see. Okay, it's like, oh, is it in E minor? Yeah, maybe it's in E minor. So it's like a funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes. I think that's it. Let's see. Oh my.
A funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's
Oh, okay. So it's like a funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes. Oh man, my doggy wants attention so bad. Normally I'm here with Jessica and she would help me give him the attention he needs. But maybe he'll relax a little because it's still a good time for him to sleep. But he's over there, he's talking to me. Good job, Hineni. You're a cool guy. So it's C major to A minor, and then C major to, I think, F. Or no, it's not. Maybe it's D. C major to D over A. A funny pig just showed me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's jokes, pig jokes.
What did Piggy say to the cow? He said,
That's, he said oinky oink. I think that's maybe an F minor chord. Hey, big boy. You're cute. You're a cool guy. Okay, we gotta do some Hineni time. Let's do it. I mean, it's live. We're doing it for real. So I'm gonna set up the camera so everyone can be involved in this nice experience of playing with Hineni. So, all right. We just gotta take a minute to take care of the boy, because that's my responsibility. No one else is gonna do it. It's my job. There he is. Hello. He wants to do stuff. Hineni. How are you? He wants me to chase him. Yeah. Maybe it's that he really wants his breakfast now, even though normally he's kind of a late eater. Yeah, I have to take care of this. It's just the way life goes, you know. You gotta be there for your doggy. Look at him though. He's so kitty. Come here. Wahoo! Let's see if we can get some good play action in. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Where'd he go? Woohoo! There he is. Nini. Come here. Whee! All right. Yeah. I don't know what he wants exactly, but we try. Okay. He's a cool dude, though. I gotta say. He's a cool guy. Well. He's a cool dude. He likes to play, and then he likes to quickly stop playing. All right. So, this song we're transcribing has some cool modal interchange in it, which I'll talk about soon. But there's also a really weird chord switch there that I don't remember what I did at all. But I like to start when I'm transcribing something like this. I like to start by finding the bass line first. So like bonk, bonk. So the first bass note is C, and then the next note is A. Bonk, bonk.
just told me all his jokes.
And then another C, and then another A.
My favorite
C,
jokes
D,
are
A. Now I can tell that it's going to be an A major there, which is a modal interchange chord. And I'll talk about that soon. But it's C. It's definitely a C major chord for the first chord. But the question is really like, what is the A?
a funny pig.
I think it's an A minor 9. Or no, it's maybe it's that. Maybe it's a D6. So like, a funny pig just told me all his jokes. No, just D over A. A funny pig just told me all his jokes. I like it going to A minor because another part of this is interpretive. A funny pig just told me all his jokes. Jokes. The B is in the melody there, and there's an A on the bottom. Jokes. jokes. I think it might be that. So, a funny pig just showed me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes. So yeah, it's C, A minor, and C, and then A with a B minor 7 on top. So B minor 7 over A, which is like D6 over A. And then C favorite D, and then A major is this pig's pig jokes. And then we got this
Just tell me
turn when he tells the jokes, something cool happens harmonically.
jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's jokes. What did Piggy say to the cow?
So the bass notes are C, A again,
He said, "I'm
and then F. I just know me, so I know I would do this. So it's an F minor there. Yoink! So it's C. What did Piggy say to the cow? So what did Piggy say to the cow? He said oinky oink. Oh, I love the laugh. And then let's see where it goes.
hard. Oink is
Maybe. That progression should be pretty easy to catch. Let's see.
a word that gets laughed hard. Oink is good. Makes me laugh so hard. Oink is good.
Yeah, that's why I thought it would be easy, because it's like a circle of fifths kind of thing. So it's A minor, D, G, C. Oh, it makes me laugh. Oink is good. It's a me that makes me laugh of every.
It's a word that gets laughed every single time I hear. Piggy oink. It makes me chuckle to myself and I laugh.
Maybe it's a D minor. Yeah. So, cool. Okay, it's the same chords as the beginning again. To A. Okay, so that's the bridge. So it's F. You are F minor. And then C, 9, E minor. I want. Okay, cool. I think I got it. I love. Alright, so a funny pig just told me all his jokes. Or jokes. I think it's actually A major. So I think it's C major, A major, or C major, A minor, or A major. Now it is sounding like it's A major every time. A funny pig just told me all his jokes. Jokes. Yeah, A major. Jokes. A funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes. And then it's what did Piggy say to the cow? What is it again? It's C. What did Piggy say to the cow? He said oinky oink, oink. That's a tricky melody.
A funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes. What did Piggy say to the cow? He said, "I'm laugh so hard. Oink is good. It's a word that gets laughed every single time I hear. Piggy oink. It makes me chuckle to myself and
I love your laugh. Okay, cool. Mason Mulburley says Weezer vibes. Yep, I agree. I've got Weezer vibes just kind of in me. It's sort of one of my core influences. The canon event was hearing Say It Ain't So. And then before I even played guitar, I sang it at a school talent show when I was in middle school. And it was just like, I don't know where I got the idea that I could sing it, but I just went for it. And it was cool. It was like, yeah, a formative experience. So this song is almost at the point where I know how to perform it, but a lot of the questions that will come up are more like artistic questions, like, okay, now how should I sing it, and how should the guitar part go, and what should the vibe be? And what I'm thinking is, first I want to get good at singing that part where it says, he said oinky oink, because that is a pretty tricky little melodic moment there. He said oinky oink. So let's try that.
A funny pig just telling me all his jokes.
My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes.
What did Piggy say to the cow? He said, "I'm
What did Piggy say to the cow? What did Piggy say to the cow? He said oinky oink. That makes sense. We hit an F. Oink. So it's like, okay. What did Piggy say to the cow? He said oinky oink. Oh, that makes me laugh so much. Oink is good. Okay, cool. Hey, welcome, Bea. Jump up. What it do? We're learning Oink is Good on guitar so I can play it as a song. Oink is good. It's a word that gets laughed every time I hear Piggy Oink. It makes me chuckle to myself, and I love your laugh. So I'm just going to try to get that down. So it's a funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes. What did Piggy say to the cow? He said oinky oink. He said oinky oink. Oh, that makes me laugh so. He said oinky oink. Oh, that makes me laugh so hard. Da, da, da. What is that line there? Oh yeah. Oink is good. Oink is good. Yeah, that's the most important lyric. Okay, so he said oinky oink. Oink, oh, that makes me laugh so hard. Oink is good. You silly boy. It's the thing. Da 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 of here. Iggy oink. It. Okay, oink is good. It's a word that gets laughed. Okay, so. Oh, I love that word so much. What is it before oink is good? So hard. It makes me laugh so hard. My doggy needs me. I feel bad. As much as I love streaming and care about all of you, like, I'm the only person in the whole world who my doggy has, besides Jessica, who's, not here today. So I can't just ignore him. He's like, I want to do stuff. Why aren't you talking to me at this time of day? Normally you talk to me. So I don't know. I don't know what to do exactly. Nene, come here. Come here. Touch. Yes. Okay, maybe we can play a game with Hineni. So I'm going to maybe we'll do some Go Find It with Hineni. So one of his tricks, I can make this a informative and interesting, fun time. So he has a cool trick where he can find stuff that you hide. So I'm gonna get some food for him, and then I'm gonna hide it, and he'll find it. What if I did this with my phone? maybe I could zoom in. No, that's too complicated. All right. Hold on a sec. All right, so I realize I can't really. Okay, I'm gonna hide my peanuts on the piano bench here, and he'll find them there. So we'll be right back. Over here. Come. All right, peanuts on the piano bench. Here we go. Okay, go find it. For the next trick, he'll play piano. Hineni, play piano. Play piano. Play piano. Hello. Not that one. You see? Okay, play piano. Here, how about this? What if we do it like this? Okay. Hineni, play piano. Oh, okay. All right, touch. Up. Play piano. Whoops. How about this? Up. Play piano. Okay. He doesn't want to play piano. That's fine. I don't want to be like forcing a guy, another teacher forcing a student to play piano. Okay, up. Good boy. Okay, off. Play piano. There you go. Good job. Good job. Come. Good boy. Stay. Play piano. Yay. Okay. Let's see. What other tricks do we got? He can go up on my lap. Up. Yay! There he is. Off. So now I just gotta get him his breakfast. I think he'll be content. Just one more second. Over here. Here's his breakfast. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Gotta take care of your doggies. Gotta take care of your people, your families. Right? We gotta do it. So, as much as I would like to be maximally entertaining, you all understand, I know. Okay, so, anyway, the Piggy is funny song. Okay. Funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes. What did Piggy say to the cow? He said, oinky oink, oh, that makes me laugh so hard. Oink is good. It's a word that gets laughed every time I climb the ear. Piggy oink, it makes me chuckle to myself, and I love your laugh. Okay, let me see if I can do all that from memory. So, whoops. A funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes. And then it's like, what did Piggy say to the cow? He said, oinky oink, oh, that makes me laugh so hard. Laugh so much. Oink is good. It's a word that makes me laugh every time I hear Piggy oink. I just can't remember the words. I love your laugh. It makes me want to live. I will always try to make you smile. You are so nice to me. I want you to be happy. Okay, so that's pretty good. Like, I could see this working as a live thing. So now the artistic question is how to make that, compelling as a solo piece. I'm going to be playing like a songwriter kind of show in December. So I thought it'd be cool to combine Heaven, Heaven, Heaven music and my Sweetie Cutie type music into a live show and just see what that would be like. So first of all, chord-wise, I think these major 9 chords are good. And then I have to also distinguish between the voice of the person who likes the pig and the pig. So it's like, a funny pig. That might be a good tone to start with, is like, a funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes. And then now the piggy is joking, so he goes, what did Piggy say to the cow? He said, oinky oink. I gotta do a different voice for the piggy. What did Piggy say to the cow? It's gotta be a different person, like, what? And maybe I could stop here and be like, okay, here's the pig now. So maybe I'll be like, a funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes. And here's the pig's joke. What did Piggy say to the cow? He said, oinky oink, oh, it makes me laugh. Laugh so hard. Oink is good. It's a word that gets laughed every time I'm here. Piggy oink, it makes me chuckle to myself, and I love your laugh. It makes me want to live. I'll always try to make you smile. You are so nice to me. I want you to be happy. Yeah, it's actually really hard to do 2 different characters while singing. It's a mystery of the world. It's a real mystery of the world. Well, I'm glad at least now I can play that song. And I think that guitar-wise, not too much is needed. Well, that's an interesting thing to think about. From a music theory standpoint, this song, it's C major to, mind it, A major 9 each time. So those 2 chords are like not necessarily, from what I understand, like they're neither modal interchange or like I don't think that. I think when you have two chords that move like this back and forth that aren't in the same key, but it's like a major to another major, that's more like called constant structure. It's just like when you take a shape and move it around. That would be my guess as to how like a college person would analyze this. So it'd be like two constant structure chords, just like taking one thing and moving it around. A lot of people do constant structure intuitively, just taking a shape and moving it around. But that's how you could explain these first two chords. Normally it would be like C minor, C and then A minor, C, A minor, C, A minor. That's normally what would happen diatonic to A minor or C, but instead it's C, A major, C, A major, and then when it goes C, D, that should really be from the key of E minor or G. Actually, it's like the 4/5 of G. So actually, maybe this C is not the 1, it's the 4 of the key, and then this is the Dorian. If we're in A minor, if we're in E minor, okay, all right. This is an interesting thing. So now I understand it. So now I'm ready to teach it. But normally if I were going to teach this, I would try to understand it first and then start talking. So I realize that could be very confusing at the moment. But let me break it down for you now that I got it. So generally this song is living in the world of G major or E minor. And that's going to have some really nice chords in it like C, D, E minor, like a really familiar thing. C, D, E minor, and then you might have like C, D, A minor. That would live in this chord world happily. And that would all live in E minor. Alright, so those chords are in E minor. And so when this happens, and it goes to a major chord, it goes to A major, whereas normally it's A minor. That A major, that's in E minor, that would be a 4 major chord. So if E minor is normally the 1 minor and A minor is the 4 minor, going from E minor to A major, that is an example of, for a moment, taking chords from Dorian, because in this mode, like this musical setting called Dorian, it's a minory vibe, a minory world, but the 4 chord ends up being major, which is really, really special about Dorian. E minor, A major, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. That's an A Dorian scale. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da. That note I'm singing there, that's the major third of the 4 chord. And that's something that is really Dorian, special to Dorian. When you're learning about modes, knowing those special notes and the special sounds of the modes is key to using them. And so this song starts with C to A, which can lead you to think that, we're in like C major or A minor, which is what I was thinking. But later on in the song, we have C and then D major. And if I'm thinking of the melody, which is like, let's see, a funny pig. There's this F sharp in the melody, which would make it really not in C major or A minor. That F sharp wouldn't be in A minor, but it would be in, like I've been saying, E minor. So the melody is mostly in E minor, at least at the beginning of the song. So this first chord is really, it's the flat 6 major chord of E minor. And then this chord is like the Dorian 4 of E minor, the 4 major. So it actually is functional in that way. A funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite jokes are this pig's pig jokes. E. Dorian. So yeah, that's the story here. It's the song is like sometimes not in E Dorian, sometimes just in E minor, but it's mostly in E minor with hints of Dorian. And then when we get to this, what did Piggy say to the cow? What did Piggy say to the cow? What did Piggy say to the cow? He said, oink. Yeah. He said, oinky, oink. When we get to that F natural on top, that is like a really dramatic note because we've been having F sharps the whole time in the key of E minor. So when we get to that F natural, the chord under it is F minor. And so they work together really well, but it's a very sudden change. That's why it sounds so dramatic. Like, he said, oinky, oink. He said, oinky, oink. After all this time being like, sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. A funny pig just told me all his jokes. My favorite. And then now we're singing, oink, oink. So he said, oinky, oink, oh, that makes me. And then we're in C major at that point. So that F minor chord is just a boom key change, actually. And that's like the minor 4 that you would get in C major. So if you were doing like the creep progression in C major, if you were here before, couldn't look you in the eyes, here is F major, your skin makes me F minor cry. F minor is like that 4 minor thing that we hear a lot. 4 minor and then 1. So then what we get is this F minor, oink, is the 4 minor now of the new C major, 2 5 or 6 2 5 1. This is a very common progression in C major. Be A minor, D minor, which is the 6 to the 2, then the G to the C, the 5 to the 1. So and then it does that again. So in other words, it does the beginning. I love your laugh. It makes me want to live. I will always try to make you Dorian. And then the bridge is like the F minor again, going to the C, and then the E minor or E major, and then F, and then C. So it goes to C. So the long story short, this song is in E minor and A minor, or E minor and C major is actually probably more accurate. It's in this little song about a pig is in 2 tonalities, and the tonality shifts when the pig tells his joke and the character responds to it. So with that in mind, let's listen to it again, and I'll tell you when the key changes. You'll probably hear it.
A funny pig.
E Dorian.
Just tell me all his jokes.
Oops.
A funny
We're in E
pig.
Dorian.
Just tell me all his jokes. My favorite jokes.
Big Dorian
are
chord.
this pig.
A major.
What did Piggy say to the
Here comes the big switch.
He said,
F minor chord. Now we're in C major.
oink is good. It's a word that gets laugh every single time I hear Piggy oink. It makes me chuckle to myself.
Now we're back to
I love
E Dorian again.
It makes me want to live.
Or E minor with Dorian borrowing. It's actually an E minor, but it borrows from Dorian. And this is all in C. F minor, C. So for some of you, that might be like a music theory lesson that's a bit, too far in a direction that you haven't explored yet. But generally speaking, for anyone who's new to the modes and stuff, what was happening there is if you think about planet Earth and its gravity as the pull of a tonal center, when you're standing on Earth, you're in a major key. Like, that's really grounded and solid. When you start adding in modal interchange, you start taking into account things that are like orbiting around the Earth and using those. So they're not as stuck in the ground as we are. They kind of are floating around the Earth like little rocks and stuff. And so when you go to those rocks of like borrowing a chord from another mode, you're still in Earth's orbit, Earth being the key you're in, the tonal center. You're still there, but it's a bit of a looser relationship. So then once you're already out there with the rocks that are floating around the Earth, now it's easier to go further beyond Earth's influence into other tonalities and other planets. And so when we are on Earth at the beginning, we're in E minor, and then we go up to some of those floating rocks and asteroids and stuff and debris, and we're like, okay, we're going to borrow from E Dorian, and that puts us a little bit above the Earth's orbit, like where now there's some more flexibility, less escape velocity to get to another planet. And so we go through modal interchange and we end up at another planet's orbit with that F minor chord, and then we land on that planet to be now in a new key. And so that there's a gradual movement from this key's Earth to another planet's key by going to less and less stuck to the Earth chords. So like this is very stuck to Earth. This is less stuck to Earth. Just because there's more twists and turns. And so the more twists and turns you add, the less clear, like stuck you are. Now I'm in a different key. There's forgiveness for being in this new key because we stretched into it. Hopefully that was somewhat like understandable. So now let's go back to the practice schedule and see what we got next. So we learned a Sweetie Cutie, and I realized I have to probably do these as duets. So maybe what I'll do is write them out as like singing charts and give them to the audience to help sing with me. Maybe the idea with Sweetie Cuties Live is their sing-alongs, because I think that would be a lot more fun and funny and just like good for an audience. Like if you're like, okay, I'm going to teach you a very short song, and I'm going to sing these parts here, and then when we get to this pigs part, I just want you to all sing the pigs part. That could be cool. Might be tricky to teach them. Oh, God, makes me laugh so hard. Like it's good. All right, well, that's interesting. I'll think about that more. Okay, so next up I have practice hard parts of Ben songs and then fingerstyle picking party. I feel like to be a little more getting everybody engaged, let's skip to the fingerstyle picking party for now and work through a little metronome exercise. So I'm going to use, let's see. Yeah, I'll use this drum beat. a little quieter. And for the tempo here, we'll start at 60. And then, well, Murray Robertson says, that's such a great idea. I wish I could see Sweetie Cuties live, but I'm guessing you won't come to the UK. I'll come to the UK someday when I make it big with the Sweetie Cuties, and we figure out a cool way to formalize it where maybe everyone in the audience learns some of the music in advance, and it's just like a sing-along event. I think that would be really cool, a sing-along event. I would go to one of those. All right, so I want to do some finger style stuff at this picking party. I'm going to speed up the BPM by 5 BPM every 5 minutes, and we'll do that for 15 minutes. And so I recommend picking up an instrument and working on something that is repetitive and kind of mindless to build technique. This is called the picking party. And so for me, I want to work on like moving my bass line like do 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 in a bigger fingerstyle pattern. So like maybe I'll think of something cool like maybe something where that would be interesting. Maybe something like I'm going to work on that today, but pick something that you want to work on, and for the next 15 minutes I'm going to set a timer every 5 minutes. We're going to go up 5 BPM. Alright, so here's my timer. I set it to 5 minutes, and let's get started now. Wow, this is tricky. Wow, that's tricky. And my hand's getting tired already, so it's not a great thing to do a picking party with. I'm not quite there yet with it to do picking party. That's better. later, butterscotch bread. This is a brain teaser because my fingers are going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and my pick is going to 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's not lining up the same way each time. It's getting offset. All right, so it's been 5 minutes. I don't know how long that timer was going off. But we're going to go up 5 BPM. I'm going to make it a little bit simpler. Yeah, Alien Spore Bomb, you are correct. Fingerstyle is tricky. It is. It's a coordination thing. And it's a strength thing. Noticing that I'm getting like a little nauseous while I'm doing it, and that my hands are getting tense and my shoulders are getting tense. So first thing I'll do is try to breathe normal. That helps with the tummy. give my left hand a break. Yeah, John says, I thought I was okay at fingerpicking until I needed to record. Yeah. It's really tricky to get a great tone with fingerpicking. It takes a lot of work. But luckily, you can be okay at guitar and record awesome music. Like, being amazing at fingerstyle is wonderful, and it's gonna only help, but you can just kind of do normal stuff on guitar sort of okay and have really great songs, and that's an aesthetic all in its own. So I'm not trying to encourage anyone to not work hard on their guitar playing, but I also don't want people to feel like they can't do fingerstyle until it's perfect. You want to err on the side of doing. Trying stuff. Woo, that's a tricky pattern. Murray Robertson asks, is hybrid picking a good technique to investigate with the bass? I play pick a lot, and hybrid sounds cool, but it seems like a lot of investment to get it down. I would say it's probably less useful on the bass than... It depends. If you're playing like solo bass, then it's definitely helpful. I've used it a lot on the bass 6 music, and that's very much like halfway between guitar and bass. So if you're mostly playing bass like a bass, then I don't know if you need it. Alright, that was another 5 minutes. This is the last 5 minutes of this picking party segment. Good job. If you're doing it, keep it up. If you're feeling any pain, make sure you stop. go. Finally getting it. One minute, 20 seconds left. All right, well, that was a workout. Haha. Woof. That was a tricky pattern. Good job, everybody. We did it. Picking party. Aw, yeah. So there's some talk in the chat about the bass 6 and what would you do with hybrid picking on the bass 6. Well, it's right there, so I'll get it. So when I approach bass 6, I approach it largely as a solo instrument, like singer-songwriter style vibe. And then in my band, it's a trio. So the hope is that the bass 6 can carry a lot of weight and not too much stuff competes with it, because it is not like you wouldn't want to. I don't personally. Well, I've seen it work, but. Okay, what I want to say is I wouldn't have a bass and a bass 6 in the same band, but that's not actually true, because I know of a really good band, Nova One is the name of the band, that does have both bass 6 and bass in the band, and it works really well. So I guess it's more just the bass 6 person has a big responsibility to adjust their tone according to the needs of whatever arrangement they're in. But if you're going to have songs that you sing like solo with bass 6, then hybrid picking's really helpful. I just did some without even thinking about it, but yeah. Now if I did that without the pick, it's got a bit of a different tone, but pick is really nice, especially on the A string. On the low E string, it can be a bit much. You lose a lot of low end, but thumb, you get the low end. Oh, hey, James. What are the odds? I was just talking about you, and here you are. So James is the bass 6 player I'm talking about, who is in Nova One. This is the exact person I'm talking about who makes it work. That's crazy. So James, yeah, check out Nova One. James is in the band and is playing tonight at AS220. That's awesome. What are the odds that you're here right now? Yeah, like my general opinion though is when you use the pick on the low E string, you lose a lot of the low end. So I could see thumb be in the way. Get more of it. But I really like using the pick on the A string, A and D. And I really love these spread voicings. 1, 5, 3. Yeah, so lots of hybrid picking on the bass six. So I'll do one of my songs now. It's called Fluorescent Lights, and it uses the bass six, and there's hybrid picking and everything. Cooking up something dumb, blessing my microwave, cold inside, so I salt the roads and wandered through the burning aisles. Shuffle on, a man with a manner of speaking. Sometimes his mouth hardly opens. He says, have a good one. Fly higher, higher, higher. Fluorescent light fixtures. I've got nothing but time. Golden lottery tickets. Give a little more life. And no one's kingdom came to light. Sneak in the soda machine. He fishes it out. I borrowed the bathroom key. We're all locked out. Fluorescent light fixtures. I've got nothing but time. Golden lottery tickets. Give a little more life. And no one's kingdom came to light. An apple wrapped up in plastic, frozen and thawed like a mammoth. Now we got nothing better to do. On the bike path, we don't look down the hill at the tents and the trash and the rib and the field. Lying all alone till the flies come home, spreading their bellies like stars in the summer. He made us many, he made us like him, wrapped in plastic and run with him. He made us many, he made us like him, wrapped in plastic and run with him. No fluorescent light fixtures. I've got nothing but time. Golden lottery tickets. Give a little Oh, thank you. So a good question in the chat here from Jamie Henderson. Any thoughts on what you consider big boy practice? For me, they say, it's triads and the Modern Method Berkeley book. Would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, so before I answer that, James is saying about the bass six. I think James is like the OG bass six player in my life. And James is saying, I think of it as more of a synth pad keyboard texture when we play with the bassist. I stay out of the low lows. That's interesting. Yeah, so you're using lots of effects and stuff. Yeah, so James is also a really good like producing mix engineer, mixer person. He works at Big Nice, and I work with him too on records such as Open the Phone and Talk on the Phone with You was written with James. James helped write it as well as engineer it, and like pretty much every album that you've heard by me since 2018 has had James involved in some way. Definitely check out Nova One. James is in that band. It's a great band. So yeah, definitely the biggest shout out possible to James, and you should definitely think of him as an authority on bass six. So anything James is saying, even if I didn't know it already, I agree with it. I trust that, James. Hey, thank you, Angry Big Roots. Go write. Yes, that's great. Write some stuff. So Jamie Henderson's thoughts on what I consider big boy practice. And so first let's define big boy practice. I think that probably means like eating your vegetables, doing the stuff that it might not be the most fun stuff to do, but it takes you far, and it'll help you be as good at the instrument as possible with no shortcuts. I think that would be maybe a definition of big boy practice. And yeah, I would ask James, do you do lessons or tutorials? Yeah, James is here, so love you too, James. Yeah, so for me, big boy practice is when I consistently practice. So whenever I'm like practicing one thing like every day and following up on it and taking notes on how it went, that to me is the ultimate big boy practice. More than it is about any specific topics, because whatever you're learning at any given moment, if you're learning something that's difficult for you or that you need more work on, that is the big boy practice in terms of difficulty. You know, like wherever you are, whatever that is, you're doing, I think, yourself a huge favor by working on improving on your areas that you haven't worked on as much. And for me, like the thing that is really big boy is when I am consistent in my practice and follow up regularly, because I've fallen off of doing that in the last decade or so. I've been practicing more sporadically, and part of the premise of this show is to help me keep track of what I'm working on better. And so lately, what I've been practicing is a lot of singing each day, singing using the Indian sargam, and doing at least an hour of that a day. And I've been practicing on being more rhythmic in my guitar playing. But I would really like to sing. I would really like to sing as well as I want to sing. There are other things, like I would really like to play guitar as well as I want to play guitar. But I would really extra want to sing. I want to sing really like with a lot of consistency. I'm looking for consistency in my intonation. That's my big mountain to climb. And I've been getting a lot better. I've been doing good. Ooh, this got interesting. This got all slowed down. So I'm going to do some of that practice singing for you now to be a nice, set an example. Yeah, Jamie's asking, can you describe how you improve your singing? Do you have daily exercises? So one thing I really recommend is learning about the sargam and trying this. So the sargam, it's an Indian way of describing pitch, we have like in Western music there's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And in classical Indian music there's sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. And I love these syllables because they just sound really cool and feel really cool to sing. So I go, like this scale is like kind of like a B flat Lydian, or you could think of it as C. It depends what you put on the bottom of it, but I'll set a drone tone for B flat. So we're going to sing B flat Lydian, and each note of that scale is going to get a different one of these syllables. So the 1 is going to be sa, the 2 is going to be re. See you later, James. And then 3 is going to be ga, 4 is going to be ma, 5 is pa, 6 is da, 7 is ni. Alright, so here we go. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. So I'm singing a Lydian modal scale using these syllables. And this is how I've been practicing my singing. I've been first singing these as long tones and then working through the scale and then improvising with them. And then going to my falsetto as well. So starting normal, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, Now, John is asking, is this functionally different from do, re, mi? It's like the Western solfege. Not really. But I don't like singing do on top, and I don't like the t in T. So like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I prefer ni, sa when I get to the top. So that's one of the big reasons I like the sargam, is I just like the sound and feel of it a little more. But one nice thing about do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do is you can sharpen and flatten them. So like in this case it's Lydian, so it has a sharp 4. So instead of fa, which is the 4th, you can sing fi, which is the sharp 4th. So you can be like do, re, mi, fi, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fi, mi, re, do. And that's helpful for combining your music theory knowledge with your singing. So I'm going to go back to the sargam now, and Jamie's asking, is there a reason I've chosen Lydian? Does the scale matter? Is your focus on strengthening your vocal muscles? What's your intention when you hold the long tones? So the reason I choose different scales is so I get muscle memory singing different scales. So it does matter for intonation that you practice singing many scales, because you can think about your vocal mechanism, your head, your throat, your vocal cords, your breath, everything as an instrument. And it's a lot like a theremin, where you sort of have this like, wow, wow. You have no frets, you have no keys on the piano. And so you have like this, wow, wow, and the muscle memory of finding these these little notches, these little places in your voice, combined with breath support for every different melodic possibility, is a big part of, I think, singing in tune. So if I only sang one scale in one key every day forever, I would just be good at that scale and just good at that scale in that order. So you have to try a lot of variety of scales, and it improves your singing to get better at singing different half steps and whole steps, small intervals. In this case, we have whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, and that's a good thing to practice singing. And so the reason we do long tones is for breath support. Sa. Breath support. So let's do a little improv. Get some water first. Sa, re, sa, re, ga, re, sa, re. Now that note is very low for me, so it's really good to practice just getting on that pitch. You don't have to jump ahead. Sa, re, ga, ma, ga, re, sa, re, ga, re, sa, re, ga, ma, ga, sa, re, ga, re, ma, ga, re, sa, ni, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, ni, da, pa, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, ma, pa, re, ga, ma, sa, re, ga, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, re, ga, ma, ga, re, sa, ni, sa, ni, sa, ni, sa, ni, da, sa, ni, da, sa, ni, pa, sa, ni, pa, sa, ni, da, sa, ni, pa, ma, pa, ma, pa, ma, pam, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ni, da, pa, ma, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa, ga, re, sa, ni, sa. And then my falsetto, I try to get it higher than my chest range. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, just following my ear for the ornaments. I don't really know much about Indian music at all. I'm just like a fan, and I like taking this basic structure of the solkatu and then the sargam and using that to practice my own way. So I'm not very scholarly in Indian music. Therefore, there isn't a lot of rhyme or reason to the embellishments I'm picking. I'm just sort of copying by ear and going by feel. So if you want to learn Indian music, I'm definitely not the guy, but I really love to use it and practice it my own way. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa sa re ga ma pa da ni sa 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 re ga ma pa ma ma sa re ga ma pa ma pa da pa ma ga re sa ga re sa re ga ma pa da sa ni da sa ni da sa re ga ma pa da ni da pa ma ga re ga re sa ni sa ni sa ni sa ni sa. Welcome to G. All right, folks. Was a great practice time today. Let's see. I'm reading the comments here. Hey, welcome, Jeffrey. Jeffrey Ashton's here. Really cool musician. Got a lot of cool transcriptions and music. Written a lot of stuff that's neat. Jamie Henderson says, when you're improvising on guitar, are you seeing F major scale and triad shapes, or have you learned B flat Lydian shapes as a separate thing? Very good question. You know, it's always going to go back to whatever you learned first, I think. So it's F major scale, but with emphasis on B flat is sort of it. So like on the bottom, it's F major scale. Then on top of that, I see B flat and E natural together as buddies, because that's the tritone of the Lydian. So when you're Twin Peaksing it up, it's like that's the sharp 4. So when I'm in F major scale, but I'm thinking about the B flats and the E's and the D's too. You know, like it's a mush. Whenever you learn a bunch of stuff, it sort of mushes together, and it's like a flickering lights. Sometimes I'm seeing F major, and sometimes I'm seeing B flat Lydian. Yeah, Evan, this definitely is a grizzly bear type tone for sure. That is probably where I got it, the idea for it. Yeah, so I'm working on a modes course right now. There's some mention that I should write a book. I'm working on a modes video course right now. That is so comprehensive that it's 50. I've written 50 pages for the script. It's so comprehensive, and it takes 2 hours just to read the script. That's without any musical examples. So I might make a book someday for that. But I appreciate anyone being curious about the book. If you like what I'm doing here, I can assure you, like, one-on-one lessons with me are even better. When I know where you're at and it's a two-way street, I can teach way better one-on-one. So if you like this, you might like to get a lesson. You know, I get, like, everyone does these Black Friday deals and stuff. I don't have anything like that going on. But if you want to email me at benlevinmusic@gmail.com and sign up for some lessons, I could give you a discount. I got 10 lesson bundle. 10 lessons, you can get a 15% discount if you buy 10 lessons. If you get 4 lessons, you get a 10% discount. But, you know, I want to have students. I want to keep teaching. I want to make my living teaching. So it's like the best scenario, rather than making a living off of like YouTube or something. I would rather just have a full roster of students. I would really like to work with you. If any of you want to go to benlevinmusicschool.com and sign up for lessons, we can talk about production. I can give you feedback on your songs. We can do songwriting. We can do guitar. We can do singing. We can do practice routines. We can make a syllabus, stuff for you to work on week to week, help you stay organized. We can do once a month lessons, bi-weekly lessons, weekly lessons. There's a lot of flexibility here. And I also have courses. I've got Getting Songs Done, which is about starting, developing, and finishing songs, making music for yourself, finding new reasons to make music besides just to, like, make it big or be fancy or whatever. I've got Blender for Musicians here, and I got Guitrongus, a new way to play guitar. So yeah, what am I? I'm getting distracted by watching myself on the video, feeling like maybe I wasn't sharing my screen a second ago. Yeah, okay, well now I am. Anyway, sign up for lessons with me at benlevinmusicschool.com. The lessons are real nice, and it'll be good. I'm trying to plug myself. That's what you got to do. No one else is going to do it. All right, so what else is going on? Maybe a little news at the end. My new Sweetie Cutie series is coming out in like next week. So if you're interested in following that, it'll be on Instagram and TikTok, but on YouTube it will be at Sweetie Cutie Universe, the channel. I'm doing 15 episodes in a new series that is all one big story, and it's really cool. It's called The King of Work, and I hope that you enjoy it, and that's all I want to plug today. I'm going to get back into making YouTube music videos. I'm going to get making that new course, and I'm going to be making a lot of these Sweetie Cuties, so stay tuned for that. Oh yeah, my new album Heaven 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 is out, and I'm got my live in studio videos from that coming out soon too on Ben Levin Songs, the channel. That's my second channel, Ben Levin Songs. There it is. So that's where it'll be, and I am playing a show on December 5th in a small communist library called Red Ink, and it's, if you want a real intimate, like really cool, heartfelt, like vibey show that's in a nice area with nice people, yeah, check that out at Red Ink in Providence, Rhode Island on December, wait, not 5th, that's something else. Oh no, don't share my screen with my calendar. Okay, I didn't. December, not 5th. Or is it? Just a sec. No, December 5th is my vet appointment. December 11th is the show. See you on December 11th. And yeah. Wow, and Bea Jump Up says, I love Getting Songs Done course. I watched the video on that 2-person free writing lyric exercise with my friend, and now that's become a regular activity for us when we hang out. That's cool. That's awesome. Thank you to Mango Knot, and thank you for John, and thank you to everybody for being here, and I hope you have a really nice weekend. Woohoo, weekend. See y'all next time.